righty. Well, thank you very much for being on the call today. This is the 13th of August. I can't believe this year is going by so fast. This is Karl. I'm the CEO of Savvy Direct. And I'm excited that you're on the call because exciting things are happening here. You know, we've been putting together for about a year now an opportunity that I believe will be one of the best opportunities in the United States in the network marketing direct sales arena. And the reason for that is that we have found a niche that frankly has not been exploited yet. If you look out there in the direct sales model, for 90% of the companies out there, they're usually in the lotion potion arena. A few companies are doing services, and not that many. And even the ones that are doing services are pretty much the same things over and over again. And so it's a very crowded market. But the direction that we're going with Savvy Direct is to solve a problem that's been a problem for merchants for literally decades. And they haven't really found a way to solve the problem. And that is to come up with a creative loyalty program that gets customers back in the door so that they can earn their rewards, make them loyal customers, and provide a way for the merchant to be able to contact these customers on a regular basis where they can really impact their business in a positive way. So what we've been able to do is take an age-old product, if you will. It's an idea more than a product because if you think about a loyalty program, most people use just a punch card, right? A punch card or a punch bowl. Well, those aren't products. Those are kind of ideas. But how do you take that idea and really sharpen it up, snap it up, and turn it into a 21st century product or system that can be more effective? Well, the best thing that's going right now is mobile commerce. If you're reading anything, you're reading and finding out that mobile commerce is really the key to the future of business, small business in particular. Just like 15 years ago, they were saying if you don't have a plan for an e-commerce play, you don't have a plan to be in business. Well, the same thing is true today. If you don't have a mobile commerce plan, you don't plan to be in business. So small businesses, though, find it very difficult to play in that market. This is not like spending $300 or $400 and putting up a website and having a presence. This is a much more difficult proposition and usually costs tens of thousands of dollars and takes a tremendous amount of time, creativity to create an app where you can now contact your customers on a regular basis. And frankly, it's out of reach for most small businesses. And what we have done is taken our collective activity and put it and focused it on providing a system that would do that for small businesses. Where they couldn't do it for themselves, Savvy Direct has got it done for them. Now, what exactly did we do? Well, we put together a system that we call the CLICK system. Stands for Customer Loyalty Information Kiosk. Now, that pretty much says it all. We have a small 7-inch tablet that sits on the counter that's branded to the merchant. So if you're Tom's Car Wash, it's got Tom's Car Wash logo on it, your information, and the other half of the pad has got on the screen, has a keypad. So when your customers come in, you simply ask them to do what they're always doing at all the big box stores, which is putting in their cell phone number. And when you ask them for their cell phone number, they just automatically, their finger just does the walking for them. Just walks right over to the keypad, they put in their phone number, and once they do that, they're locked into the loyalty program of that merchant. The merchant now has the ability to contact that customer anytime they want in a matter of seconds. That's right, because with a texting program, you have the ability to reach people in a way that simply has not been done before. Now, texting's been around for a long time. The problem is not getting a texting platform. The problem, the difficulty is how do you get people to give you their number? Even if you have a great business and you've got thousands of customers, when they come in, who's going to ask them, oh, could you fill out this form and put your phone number on this form because we're going to send you text messages? Nobody's going to sign that thing up. Nobody's going to fill it out. Half the time your employee is not going to remember to even put it in, right, or to hand it to them. So the success rate of that is slim to none. But if you have a simple system like we have, where it's a tablet that sits on the counter in a tamper-proof frame, and all you ask them to do is, listen, we'd love to have you in our loyalty program. Just put your phone number in right there, and we'll log in every time you come in. They'll do it. And immediately, within 10 to 15, actually 5 to 10 seconds, they're going to get a text saying, welcome to the system, right? And now you, as a merchant, have the ability to contact them once a week, and we recommend no more than that. You contact them once a week when you have a special or when you want to get them back in the door. What happens is, on average, 13% are going to respond. That means that if you've got 1,000 people in your system, 130 people are going to walk in the door and spend money with you. Our average merchant has 2,000 customers after 90 days, which means that's 260 people who are going to walk in the door and spend money. What's that going to cost the merchant? Not very much. We are the most cost-effective way to get customers in the door that is on the planet. We're going to charge them. They can do one of two ways. They can pay $7.99 and $100 a month, or if $7.99 is a little bit too rich for them in the front end, they can do $424 and $125 a month. Very inexpensive. I want you to think about that for a minute. What would it be worth if you had 2,000 customers and you sent out a text every week, and 260 people come in every single week after you send that text out? That's 1,000 customers a month that may not come in. I'm telling you, that's what it's all about. We're creating and helping those small businesses be able to do business like they haven't done before, to be able to reach out, because frankly, most small businesses have no way to do it. They can't send out an email to anybody. If they send out an email to somebody, what's going to happen? They're going to read the email in a week, if they read it at all. Emails are read about 13% of the time. When you send a text out, 98% readership in 3 minutes. Actually, in a matter of a few seconds, about 50% of the people are going to read that text. Isn't that what happens when you get a text? You feel it go off in your pocket, or you see it starting to vibrate, or the light it turns on, and you see that you've got a text. Most people can't wait to find out who's trying to reach them. And that's what your customers are going to do. Now remember, these are customers who have already decided that they like doing business with you, the merchant. Now, how big is this market? There are 28 million small businesses out there right now, and 30% of them, a full 30%, are using punch cards, which are very ineffective. They cost money too, right? A punch card's not free. And you don't know how you manage that. You don't know if the clerk is maybe giving an extra couple punches for one of their friends. You don't know what's going on with that. You certainly can't control it. But with ours, every single time somebody comes in and registers, you've got a record of that. That's powerful. We have the ability to customize it even more. But if you're not a very technical person, if the merchant's not very technical, that's okay. We can set it up for them literally in 5 minutes. This is a set it and forget it system. When somebody logs into the system, if they haven't logged back in 2 weeks, we automatically send a text inviting them to come back to the store. If they don't respond to that, we send another text in about a week and a half to 2 weeks, and you can set it if it needs to be farther out, and we get another text sent out to them. If they don't respond to that, we're probably not going to send another text until they come back in and log in once again. This is a powerful, very inexpensive tool to help small businesses kind of counteract all the regulation, taxation, frustration, everything else that's going on in their business that's taking away from their market share. We want to increase their market share by helping them become more effective as a merchant. Now, how does that play for you and I? If you're on this call, you're on the call because somebody felt that you have talent and ability and desire to build an organization or build a business. And when you become an associate with Savvy Direct, you have two rights. You have the right to build an organization, and you have the right to earn an income from that organization that you build. You can build not only an organization of sales reps, but you can also build an organization of merchants that pay you every single month on both counts, both the merchants and, because if you're a merchant, you're obviously going to be paying a monthly maintenance fee of $100 or $125. We pay commission on $100, anywhere from $5 to $30, depending on where you are on the compensation plan. And you're going to generate that income every single month. You're also going to generate income from the sale, the initial sale, where you place that our click system into the store. So that's going to generate a commission of 20 to as much as 45%. Now, in addition to that, you have an organization that you're building of like-minded associates who want to build a residual income, that want to build an organization as well. It's a little more expensive to get involved in that system because, number one, you've got to register with us as a company. We provide you with additional training, et cetera, that costs a little bit of money, so it's going to be a little bit more expensive, and that amounts to about $1,200 total. $200 of that goes to the company. There's another $1,000 where you get a unlimited texting package with your unit, and you can place that unit. You can do whatever you want with that unit. You can buy it or sell it. It doesn't matter. Either way, once you accomplish that, you're now ready to go build your team in the organization, and you're going to generate anywhere from $200 to $450 on each representative that you bring into the business. Our compensation plan is very dynamic. It's what's called in the industry a coded bonus level, which allows for really huge income potential because you're getting paid for what you do personally, and we pay you the difference between where you are and where your people are in your organization. And we're not going to do a full presentation on the compensation plan today, but suffice it to say, we feel that a full-time income here can generate as much money as you possibly can imagine. If you're looking to make a few $100s extra every month, you can certainly do that here. If you're looking to replace your existing full-time income, something that could easily be done in a month or two with focused effort. If you want to make rock star money, that money is also available here because we have one of the greatest positive attributes that we have with our company and with our product is that they meaning the merchants, love it. And as a result of them liking the product and having their whole organization of customers come into that system, the last thing they're going to do is get rid of it, especially when it's only costing them $100 a month to maintain it. So we have an extremely high 90% plus retention factor with our merchants. And that means that when you do the work, 90% of the time plus it's going to stick and it's going to pay you residually for a long period of time. Unlike so many of the lotions and potion deals that are out there, and I've got nothing against them. I've done very well in programs like that and financially have done extremely well. But with those programs, it's very difficult to get anything above 15 to 20% on a reorder rate on a continuing basis because things change. And with business, it's a money-making opportunity here for them. We're not costing them $100 a month. This makes them an income because if you've got, let's say, 1,000 customers even, that's almost 500 customers coming in every month as a result of a text that is sent out by you every week. And that's going to generate far more than $100 in cost for you. You're going to generate a lot more money because, and the one thing we know is a returning customer spends more money on average, 67% more than a brand new customer. So it's a very valuable aspect that we're bringing to their marketing team or their marketing capabilities for their company. So how do you win? We don't have any competition. Now think about that for a minute. I'm not saying that there's no one out there, but there's nobody that's figured it out. Nobody's gotten that magic touch that they figured out exactly how to get to these merchants and get them to sign up. And we have, I believe, the perfect scenario because we've got a few things going for us. Let me tell you the first thing. We are already the largest network of merchants in North America with 380,000 plus merchants in our system. We have 20 million customers in our system already. We have an app where we have 150,000 merchants on our app. And these numbers are changing every month because more and more people are coming on every single month. So we're already got credibility and influence in the marketplace. So when you talk to a merchant, you're saying, listen, we're already out there. We're the biggest. So if you want to work with the biggest and the brightest and the best, the ones who have figured it out, the ones who know how to help merchants, and as a matter of fact, we have a whole suite of products that help merchants become better at what they do, then this is the place that you need to get involved. And the other thing that we can do using a direct sales model is we can put feet on the street that most companies could not do, right? Traditional business cannot afford to put 10,000 salespeople out there. To hire them and train them and put them out there would be far too expensive. They can never afford to do it. We can do it because you're building your own business. You're building your own residual income. And we make it so lucrative for the reps that they want to share that opportunity with other people as well. Let me just give you an example of the kind of income that you can generate. And this is purely just using some numbers, and what you do may be completely different. You may do 10 times more. You may do 10 times less. So it all depends on what you personally do and the amount of effort and time that you put into it. But let's just say that you got started with us and you once a month were able to bring one associate into the system. That means that you're leveraging your time by bringing somebody else who's going to go to their warm market, because we have a warm market as well, right? Even though a lot of people think about their friends and relatives when they're thinking about nutritional products or skincare products. With this, you want to go to everybody that you do business with right now. Most of us do that with 30 or 40 different small businesses in our local markets. So if you're doing business with them, it only makes sense that you would want them to do business with you. I would even make it a requirement personally. If they're not going to listen and take advantage of what you're offering, I would do business somewhere else. I mean, that's just the way I would do it. But if you've got 40 people that you can go talk to, you want to get other people who also have people that they want to talk to. So if you just brought in one person a month, and they in turn brought in one person a month, at the end of 12 months, you're going to have about 4,100 associates in the system. Now, we know not every associate is going to get one person a month, but we also know that not everybody is only going to do one a month. Some are going to get excited and do far more than that. And I'm not considering any additional sales beyond the initial sale that they make to become an active associate in the company. So you've got 4,100 sales that have happened in a year's time. And I'm going to take an example of 10% on the monthly maintenance fees that you would earn as a commission. Now, you could make as much as 30%, but let's just leave it at 10. It's not as low as the initial startup at 5%, but, it shows that we're being very conservative in our numbers. But if you were getting just a 10% commission on the monthly maintenance fees on all of those merchants, you're looking at about $41,000 a month in residual income. In addition to that, off of placing that initial sale that those associates make in the first year, you would have an additional approximately $450,000 your first year in income just by bringing that in. Now, you could do far more than that. You could do far less than that. The point of it is the market is huge. You can do it, and the result of you doing it, even on a reasonably small scale, is sufficient enough that it makes it worth your time and your effort to get involved. Now, we provide you everything that you need to get started. We've got a complete back office, which tells you where you are in the stream of things. You can see how many associates you have, how many merchants you have, how many customers you have. We have a contact management system. We have library there, resources. All of that is in the back office available for you, and we don't charge you anything monthly for that. That comes with the $200 a month, or $200, initially that you pay to the company that we keep as part of our fee. Now, in addition to that, we provide training on an ongoing basis, calls, materials, everything that you need to be successful at this business. Because frankly, if you're not successful, we're not successful. Now, we believe that if you look out there in the marketplace today, it can be a very confusing market. There's so many opportunities out there, so many things that you can get involved with. But what products and services do you think you can get involved with that are going to stay the distance, are going to go the length of time that we can, have legs, if you will? I believe that we have the best opportunity because distributors and merchants are not going away. I go back to when I was a child, green stamps, blue chip stamps, those were popular when I was a kid, and, that was not the first loyalty program. They had lots of them before that, and they're still out there even today. So loyalty programs are not going away. And we've taken it literally from a punch card to taking it to a mobile app and a mobile application. It's going light years ahead. And I believe it will be probably decades before there's another system that would replace this one. Look how long people have gotten by with just a simple thing as a punch card or a punch bowl. I mean, we put a system together to get it done. Now, when you do that, you also have to know that the people behind the deal are committed to your success. And I've been in the direct sales business for 30 years. I've built organizations here in the United States and abroad. I have a lot of experience working with the field, so I understand what it feels like to knock on doors. I understand what it feels like to build an organization, stay up late to make those calls, to do that extra drive, to meet that one guy that maybe you're just really tired and you're exhausted, but you do it anyway. I've been in that seat. I've been in your shoes. So I can appreciate everything that the rep has to do. As a matter of fact, I do it myself. In addition to that, I have owned my own network marketing company, and in Japan for 5 years, I've been corporate with several companies. So I understand the corporate side as well, which is very important. I understand that the company has to be fiscally responsible. I understand that the company, at the end of the day, has to make money and be healthy to make sure the opportunity stays in existence for you, the associate that's out there, putting your time, effort, and your heart into a real deal. And not only am I involved here, but we also have Todd Mitsuishi, who was a partner of mine in the past. We actually owned our own company in Japan for 5 years and incubated another one. He was CEO of that company, took that to a $1 billion valuation with 63,000 merchants in that company. So he understands the space as well. He's also been in the field. So all aspects of international business, Todd has been there, done that. Tremendous amount of experience. And we also have another financial partner that also was the guy behind another very successful network marketing company on track to do $100 million this year alone. So a tremendous track record of success. And, just like in real estate, the three most important things are track record, track record, track record. In business, it's the same. You got to look at the track record of the people involved with you. Are they the kind of people that are going to stick with you, help you get it done, make sure it happens? And that's what you're looking at here. We're in charge. We're excited. And we're going to keep improving the product so it gets better and better. We're going to stay on top of any new technologies that may enhance our offering to the merchant at large. But even with what we have right now, it's light years ahead of anything that they're using currently. So hopefully this makes some sense. This call is meant to be a brief overview to give you kind of a sense of what we're doing, what we're about. And we would love to have you involved with us. So I ask you to take the time to call a person that asks you to be on this call and reach out to me and let's have a conversation about what we need to do to move you forward and to build a huge organization with you at the top. Again, I want to thank you for being on the call today. That'll wrap it up for today's call. And tomorrow we're going to be doing a training, same time, same phone number. We'll be doing the training with Mike Horn, who is our Vice President of Sales and Training. And awesome guy. You guys are going to love him. Look forward to hearing from you personally over the next day or so. Thanks again. Have a great evening. Bye now.